Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Armstrong State Softball Field for the 2017 NCAA Southeast Softball Regional. Armstrong State hosting 4 teams in this one of 2 sub-regionals in the Southeast. And our game number 1 features the host Armstrong State Pirates, who are the number 3 seed in the regional, and the number 6 seeded Young Harris College Mountain Lions. It's a pair of Peach Belt Conference teams meeting in the first round of this regional. And for Armstrong State, Jane Traska will be in the circle for the Pirates, the senior from Glen Ellen, Illinois, 14-6 with a 1.42 ERA, making her 19th start and 23rd appearance in the circle. She's thrown 128 1/3 innings, given up 80 hits. She has walked 39, struck out 99. Defensively, for the Pirates behind her, Hannah Reppert is at first base, Connor Weaver at second, Macy Coleman at short, Katie Collins is at third. Logan Harold's behind the plate, and in the outfield from left to right, it's Natalie Corbin, Tasia Williams, and Morgan Duff. Young Harris will lead things off with Jeannie Perucci, the center fielder. Biz Walters, the left fielder, will bat second. Jill Torres, the catcher, bats third. Hannah Harrison, the right fielder, bats cleanup. Murphy Davis, the shortstop, bats fifth. Grace Body, the third baseman, bats sixth. Kelsey Nix, the designated player, bats seventh. Georgia Webb, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Chandler Stooksbury is the first baseman. She bats ninth. And the first pitch of the regional is a strike as Jane Traska delivers to Perucci, the left-handed hitter for Young Harris. Perucci, a senior from Duluth, Georgia. 0-1 pitch is low for a ball. Perucci hitting .356 this season for the Mountain Lions. 6 doubles, 4 triples, 15 runs batted in, and 12 stolen bases. The 1-1 delivery down low for a ball, and it's now 2-1. Perucci was a first-team All-Peach Belt Conference utility player. She also has done very well in the circle this year, 17-5 with a 2.30 earned run average. Traska's 2-1 delivery down low again, and it's now 3-1 to the leadoff hitter for the Mountain Lions. Game 1 of our regional. Game 2 later on today features the 2nd-seeded Carson Newman Eagles and the 7th-seeded Pfeiffer University Falcons. As there's a grounder foul over towards the third base dugout, and the count is now full at 3-2. Perucci transferred from Carson Newman before joining Young Harris, so her former school in the regional field here this afternoon. And the 3-2 pitch from Traska fouled down the left field line, so the count remains 3-2. This is the 2nd straight year that Armstrong State has hosted one of the 2 sub-regionals in the Southeast. Young Harris making its 2nd appearance in the NCAA Regional, as that is low ball 4. And Perucci draws a 4-pitch walk to open up the contest. And that will bring up the left fielder, Biz Walters. Walters is a 5'7" freshman from Buford, Georgia, also hits from the left side. Hitting .340 this year with 2 doubles, 20 runs batted in. Traska's first pitch is a strike. Walters showed bunt, but pulled the bat back and took the pitch. Last year, Young Harris made its first regional appearance in NCAA competition. They were at the North Georgia Regional. The 0-1 pitch, that is high and outside for a ball, and it's 1-1. Young Harris has been a member of NCAA competition since 2011. Won 42 games this season, 42-12 the record for the Mountain Lions this year. That is a record for them in the NCAA era. Bunt to third, Collins will throw to second, get the lead runner. So Katie Collins, with a nice play defensively at third, cuts down the lead runner. And that's the first out of the inning. I'll bring up the catcher for Young Harris, Jill Torres. 5'10" freshman from Woodstock, Georgia. Torres hitting .349, 10 doubles, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. First pitch to her right over the plate for a strike. The other Southeast Regional taking place in Dahlonega this year, they will get underway at 2 o'clock. North Georgia, North Greenville, the first matchup there, as that pitch from Traska is low for a ball. One ball, one strike. That pitch drops in at the knees, and it's 1-2. The other two teams in the Dahlonega Regional, Lenore-Rhine and Limestone. That will be a 4:30 start today as the 1-2 pitch is grounded to second, or to short, excuse me. Coleman to second for one, on to first. The throw pulls the first baseman Hannah Reppert off the bag, but they do get the force at second base, and that's the second out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 8, Hannah Harrison.
So 2 down in the inning, still a runner at first for Young Harris. And Hannah Harrison, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Harrison, 5'8" junior from Swanee, also hits from the left side. First pitch to her is low and away for a ball. So 3 of the first 4 hitters in the Young Harris lineup hit from the left side. Harrison this season, the leading hitter among regulars for the Mountain Lions, .365 average, 17 doubles, 1 homer, 45 runs driven in. Traska's next pitch is in the dirt for a ball, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Traska with the pitch, and it's low for ball 3. And a catcher, Logan Harrell, wants to head out and talk things over with Traska. Traska, first team all Peach Belt Conference utility player and the 2017 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year. She was the Pirates' number 2 starter last year, but in the postseason really shined. She won 5 consecutive elimination games for the Pirates, starting in the NCAA Super Regional in Dahlonega. As the 3-0 pitch is a strike. Harrison was taking all the way. She then went to the D2 Championships in Denver. Pirates dropped the first game, and then Traska won 3 straight for the Pirates to get them to the semifinals, as that pitch is upstairs for ball 4. And so Harrison draws a walk. 2 runners on for Young Harris with 2 down, and it brings up the shortstop, Murphy Davis. Davis, a 5'5" junior from Marietta, Georgia, hitting .289, 11 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, 31 runs batted in. First pitch to her is a ball. Traska, one of the nation's leaders in opponent's batting average and hits per 7 innings. She is very stingy, does not give up a lot of hits, as that pitch is a strike. Opponent's hitting just 174 against her. And the 1-1 delivery. Grounded to third, and Collins will just field it, step on the bag, and that will be the final out of the inning. So Young Harris gets 2 base runners. But that's it for the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Armstrong State coming to bat. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. And the starting pitcher for young Harris today is Nikki Kowalski. Kowalski, a 5'10 junior from Venice, Florida, a junior college transfer from St. Petersburg College. Kowalski, 23-7 this season, a 2.43 earned run average. This is her 43rd appearance in the circle this year. As the first pitch to Natalie Corbin is a ball. Kowalski has thrown 190 in a third innings, gave up 182 hits, walked 50, struck out 143. And she faces this lineup for Armstrong State, starting with Corbin, who looks at another ball. And it's 2-0. Katie Collins bats second. Logan Harrell bats third. The designated player is Autumn Parrish. She'll bat cleanup. Traska, the pitcher, bats fifth. Hannah Reppert, sixth. Macy Coleman, seventh. Connor Weaver, eighth. And Tasia Williams, ninth. 2-0 pitch. That is right over the plate for a strike. And it's 2-1. Defensively for young Harris, Chandler Stooksbury is at first. Georgia Webb at second. Murphy Davis at short. Grace Body at third. Jill Torres behind the plate, and in the outfield from left to right, Biz Walters, Jeannie Perucci, and Hannah Harrison, as that pitch is way high. And it's now 3-1 on Corbin. Corbin, a true freshman from Richmond Hill, Georgia, which is about 20 minutes down I-95 from Savannah here. Hitting .351, fouls that pitch off back to the screen, and it's 3-2. Corbin with a couple of doubles, 7 runs batted in. 10 walks drawn for a .405 on base percentage. So the full count pitch from Kowalski fouled back to the screen. Three-two pitch way outside, and so just like Traska in the top of the first, Kowalski walks the leadoff hitter, and now Katie Collins will bat. Collins, a 5'7 junior from the appropriately named Collins, Georgia. Transfer from the University of Georgia in her first season with the Pirates. Time called at the plate from Collins. Leading hitter for the Pirates this season with a .370 average, 10 home runs, 32 runs batted in. She bunts it back to the pitcher. They'll throw to second, and it's out at second. Collins slid into second, thought she had beaten the throw, but Kowalski able to retire the lead runner on the bunt attempt. And it brings up Logan Harrell.
Catcher, number 8, Logan Harrell.
Harrell, sophomore from Pembroke, Georgia, hitting .367, 10 doubles, a triple, 9 homers, 33 runs batted in. First pitch to her is outside for a ball. Harrell hits from the left side. Kowalski's 1-0 pitch outside again, and it's 2-0. Harrell was an important part of Armstrong State's run to the D2 championship semifinals last year. She was named to the all-tournament team out in Denver. The 2-0 delivery high again, and it's 3-0. She also had a game-winning home run here in the regional last year as the Pirates defeated Pfeiffer on day 2 and eventually, of course, advanced out of the sub-regional. 3 balls, no strikes. Kowalski with the pitch. That is a strike, and it's 3-1. Again, matchup number 1 in this regional. Matchup number 2 slated for a 2:30 start between Carson Newman, the 2 seed, and Pfeiffer, the 7 seed. The 3-1 delivery popped up a mile high in the infield, and that's going to fall, and that's going to kick foul. The third baseman, Body, never got a good view of it, and because she did not touch it, it ended up kicking foul, and so that makes the count 3-2. If it had hit Body and then kicked foul, it would have been a fair ball, but it works to the Mountain Lions' advantage that she did not get a glove on it. And so now the full count pitch coming from Nikki Kowalski to Logan Harrell. And it's grounded to first. They'll go to second for one and again get the lead runner. So both innings, or both halves of this inning, have looked strangely familiar. A leadoff walk, a couple of fielders' choices. And now Autumn Parrish will step to the plate. The designated player for Armstrong State. Parrish hitting .271 with 11 home runs and 36 runs batted in. The 11 home runs tied for the team lead. 36 RBIs lead the team. And the first pitch to her is upstairs for a ball. Parrish is 5'2" junior from Monroe, Georgia. She had the game-winning home run in Armstrong's 1-0 win over Pfeiffer in the sub-regional final last year, and then delivered the game-winning home run in extra innings in the super regional in Dahlonega. In the top of the 8th, that sent the Pirates to the D2 championships. And that is the book on Armstrong State. It is home run or nothing a lot of times. 65 home runs on the season in only 41 games. They are second in NCAA Division II in home runs per game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch grounded to third, fair ball. Throw over to first is in time, and that will retire the side. So neither team can get on the board in the first. We head to the second, scoreless from Savannah. We move to the top of the second inning here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. And for Young Harris, Grace Body will lead things off. She'll be followed by Kelsey Nix and Georgia Webb here in the top of the second. Traska's first pitch right over the plate for a strike. Body, a 5'7" sophomore from Woodstock, Georgia. Hitting .257 this season, 5 doubles, as that's a line shot to second. Connor Weaver has to take it on a short hop, but then throws on to first, and that's the first out of the inning. So one down for the designated player today for the Mountain Lions, Kelsey Nix. 5'9" sophomore from Blairsville, Georgia. She hits from the left side. Young Harris, by the way, wearing their purple tops today. Black pants, purple socks, as the first pitch from Traska is a strike. Nix hitting .229, 2 doubles, 5 homers, and 27 runs batted in. Those 5 home runs tied for the team lead for Young Harris. 0-1 pitch, a little bit low, taken for a ball. And it's 1-1. Armstrong in its white tops today with maroon pants, maroon numbers, gold trim. It is a very warm day here in Savannah, as that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Yesterday, we actually set a record for high temperature that stood since 1889. It was 95 degrees here yesterday, projected to be 98 today, which would be another record. The record of 97 set in 1950 as Traska's 1-2 pitch is low. So a lot of tents and a lot of cover around the Armstrong State softball field for the regional, and also a lot of water. Stay hydrated. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Traska with the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that is the first strikeout of the contest for Traska. And there's now 2 down in the inning for the second baseman, Georgia Webb. Traska's first pitch is a strike. To Webb, the 5'10" junior from Habersham, Georgia. Hitting .273, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 23 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch, also a strike, so Traska gets ahead quickly on the second baseman, Webb. And the 0-2 pitch down low, a little bit outside as well. So now the 1-2 pitch, that bounces in for a ball. This is the 4th time that Armstrong has hosted a softball sub-regional, and it's also the 15th overall NCAA appearance for the Pirates in the last 17 seasons. That's out of the 4 teams here in the regional, you've got 2 that have been perennial participants in the NCAA regional, and then you have 2 sort of newcomers. Young Harris, a newcomer because they are new to the NCAA, having made the last 2 regionals. Pfeiffer, who we'll see later today, making its 2nd straight and 3rd overall appearance in the NCAA regional. Pirates have been in 15 of the last 17, and Carson Newman is making its 13th appearance in the regional. 3-2 pitch, grounded up the middle, and Jane Traska with quick reflexes able to glove it, throw on to first, and 3 up, 3 down go the Mountain Lions in the second. We head to the bottom of the second, scoreless between Armstrong State and Young Harris. We head to the bottom of the second inning here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Hitters 5, 6, 7 up for the Pirates, facing Nikki Kowalski, who gave up a walk but nothing else in the first inning. And it'll be pitcher against pitcher here to lead off the second as Jane Traska comes to the plate.
Leading off the Armstrong second, the pitcher number 11, Jane Traska.
Trask getting 319, 6 doubles, 8 homers, 27 runs batted in. And Kowalski's first pitch is at the belt for strike one. These two teams met in the regular season up in Young Harris, and Armstrong State won both of those contests. As Traska hits this one sharply into right center field, and that's going to be a base hit. And Jane Traska has our first hit of the ball game, as she leads things off with a single. The Pirates and the Mountain Lions met on March 4th, and the Pirates won Game 1 7-4 and won Game 2 6-0 as Hannah Reppert comes to the plate. The senior first baseman from Loganville, Georgia. Reppert hitting 301, 7 doubles, 11 homers, 31 runs batted in. First pitch to her from Kowalski, low for a ball. Reppert, 54 career home runs. That is the second most, not only in Armstrong State history, but in Peach Belt Conference history as well. She is the 5th active home run leader in NCAA Division II. As the 1-0 pitch hits her. That is a rise ball that got away from Kowalski, and it glanced Reppert. And she will head down to first base. That is the 9th time she has been hit by a pitch this year. That leads the team. One of those categories you don't really want to lead the team in, but she's okay. And so the Pirates have 2 on with nobody out for Macy Coleman. Coleman, the sophomore from Hazelhurst, Georgia, hitting 300 with 4 doubles, 8 homers, 26 runs batted in. First pitch to her is low for a ball. The wind is blowing straight in from center field, shifting a little bit to right center, but it's a gentle breeze. It's not with any sort of ferocity. In fact, the best part of the breeze is having to deal with the temperatures today, as that pitch is a strike. Again, right now, already in the 90s and supposed to climb as the afternoon goes on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kowalski with the pitch, and that's a big swing and a miss from Coleman. You could tell she was swinging for the fences, but it's now 1-2. One-two pitch, a little inside-out swing, and Coleman just gets a piece of it. Kowalski jammed her, but good job by Coleman just to foul it off and stay alive. Again, 2 on, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless between Armstrong State and Young Harris. 1-2 pitch hit foul down the left side. The conference breakdown in the regional this year, 3 teams from the Peach Belt Conference, 3 from Conference Carolinas, and 2 from the South Atlantic Conference. And each of the 3 conferences represented in the 2 sub-regionals. 2 teams you're watching right now from the Peach Belt Conference, Carson Newman out of the SAC, and Pfeiffer from Conference Carolinas will be later on today. As the 1-2 pitch way high, taken for a ball. And it's 2-2. The other interesting tidbit of the regional is you have 2 of the 4 teams after this season will not be members of Division II anymore. As the 2-2 pitch hit foul down the left side, you have Armstrong State, who is being merged with Georgia Southern and will no longer compete in intercollegiate athletics after the season. And you have Pfeiffer University, who will be dropping down to NCAA Division III following this season. So 2 of the better softball programs in the Southeast Regional in Division II no longer will exist after May. 2-2 pitch again to Coleman, and again fouled off. This is shaping up to be a good battle here between Kowalski and Coleman. Coleman's fouled off 4 2-strike pitches in this at-bat alone. Jane Traska on at second, Hannah Reppert on at first. Again, the 2-2 pitch, and that's well high. And the count is now full. So the payoff pitch from Kowalski hit in the air to left. And that will get out of play, so Coleman stays alive. Walters gave chase in foul territory over towards the bullpen, but it ended up out of play. The 3-2 pitch, pop foul again, out of play. So 3 balls, 2 strikes again. Kowalski with the payoff pitch to Coleman. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. That was about a 12-pitch at bat, but Kowalski ended up getting the strikeout, and that's the first out of the inning. And it brings up Connor Weaver, the second baseman. Weaver, a 5'8" sophomore from Blakely, Georgia, hitting .279, 6 doubles, a homer, 16 runs batted in. First pitch to her, high and outside for a ball. Weaver, who hits from the left side, had the game-tying RBI single in the Peach Belt Tournament semifinals for the Pirates. Pirates trailed Flagler 1-0. In the 7th, Weaver tied it up, sent it to extra innings, but Flagler ended up winning that game in the 12th as that pitch is high, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 delivery, that's high, and it's 3-0. Not a lot, just a few. So 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, low, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Tasia Williams. And the catcher, Jill Torres, wants to talk to Kowalski. The Pirates have, as a team, 4 grand slams this year. 2 from Logan Harrell, 2 from Katie Collins. But Williams, who is the Peach Belt Conference's Freshman of the Year, 5'7" out of Metter, Georgia, as a true freshman, ranked in the top 5 in the Peach Belt Conference in slugging percentage at .676. And the first pitch to her is inside for a ball. Williams hitting .333, 9 doubles, 4 triples, 7 homers, 23 runs batted in. And Kowalski in a tough jam here with the bases full and only 1 out here in the second. And that is a foul ball off the foot of Williams. So that makes the count 1-1. Williams was the Peach Belt's Freshman of the Year in a league that had a lot of very good freshmen this season. The 1-1 pitch, that is inside and high. So it's 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is a ground ball to third. They'll go home, and they'll get Traska at home for the second out. So the fielder's choice results in the second out of the inning, and it brings up Natalie Corbin. Corbin drew a walk from Kowalski to lead off the first inning. And the first pitch to her here is high for a ball. Kowalski this season, 47 walks in 143 innings coming into today's game. That's about 2.5 or a little less than 2.5 per game. She's already walked 2 in this game and has hit a batter, and now falls behind 2-0. And so the head coach for Young Harris, Kayla Lucas, is going to come out and talk things over with her hurler. Again, NCAA postseason, everything is magnified. The pressure affecting each player differently, and Kowalski so far has been able to pitch out of trouble, but no place to put Corbin as she's behind 2-0 in the count. The 2-0 delivery is called a strike, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and whatever Lucas said to Kowalski, it's worked as she's come right back and gotten 2 strikes, evening the count at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch popped to short. Making the catch is Davis, and that ends the inning. Kowalski pitches out of the jam. We go to the third. No score between the Pirates and the Mountain Lions. We move to the top of the third inning. Armstrong State and Young Harris scoreless, and leading off for Young Harris will be Chandler Stooksbury. .58 senior from Kennesaw, Georgia. Stooksbury hitting .265, 8 doubles. Grounds this one to second. Weaver up with it and throws on to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Traska here in the third. And that will bring us back to the top of the Young Harris order and Jeannie Perucci.
Center fielder, Jeannie Perucci.
Perucci drew a walk from Traska in the first inning and then was erased on a bunt attempt at second base. First pitch to her is high for a ball. Chops this one foul, does Perucci. So that makes the count 1-1. In the doubleheader against the Pirates earlier this season, Perucci was 2 for 6 with a double. Swing and a miss there, though. And Traska gets ahead in the count 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch grounded foul. And it's still 1-2. So the 1-2 delivery. Down low, it's 2-2. One other score to pass along to you. Armstrong State women's tennis currently in action in the NCAA quarterfinals in Altamont Springs, Florida. And Armstrong State leads Midwestern State 4-2 currently in singles action. A win will put the Pirates into the national semifinals tomorrow. Armstrong State assistant coach Megan Connor done with her conference in the circle with Traska, the Pirate infield, catcher Logan Harrell. And now the 2-2 delivery to Perucci. Grounded to third. Collins up with it, throws on to first, and there's 2 down. So that will bring up the left fielder, Biz Walters, who tried to bunt Perucci over in the first, but reached on a fielder's choice. She was then cut down as that's a shot to left, and playing in shallow was Natalie Corbin. Corbin makes the grab, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Mountain Lions. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless from Savannah. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Bottom of the third inning we go. It'll be hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Pirates. Facing Nikki Kowalski as Katie Collins, Logan Harrell, and Autumn Parrish will bat in this inning. Collins 0 for 1. She tried to bunt in the first inning, but Young Harris able to cut down the lead runner at second.
Leading off the Armstrong third, the third baseman, Katie Collins.
Collins, a first-team All-Peach Belt Conference selection as an at-large player. A lot of very talented third basemen in the Peach Belt this season. As this is hit deep but foul. Collins, 370, 10 home runs, 32 runs batted in. First team all conference, but did not earn all region honors. The Peach Belt dominated the NFCA's all region first and second team. As that pitch hits her. And Collins is hit on the hand. So that's the second batter that Kowalski has hit. And head coach Kayla Lucas arguing that Collins swung at that, which would negate the hit batter. Home plate umpire ruling that it was a check swing, and they're going to uphold that ruling after meeting with our umpires. By the way, our umpiring crew today: home plate, Greg Craps; first base, Kevin Spivey; third base, David Bush. Of course, three-man crews for the entire NCAA Regional here, as Logan Harrell comes to the plate. Kowalski's first pitch to Harrell swung on and missed for strike one. A 1 pitch popped up, foul territory, but that's out of play. And it's 0-2. Harrell hit a ball to the first baseman, Stooksbury, her first time up. They were able to get the lead runner at second. As the 0-2 pitch poked into left field, and that will be caught by Biz Walters for the first out of the inning. Good piece of 0-2 hitting from Harrell just to get contact on it, but it hung up enough for Walters to make the grab, and with one down, it brings up Autumn Parrish, who grounded out to third her first time up. First pitch to her, low and away for a ball. The 1-0 delivery popped up, and in foul territory, the shortstop, Murphy Davis, will make the grab, and there's two down for Traska. Traska, the only hit of the game so far for the Pirates, a second inning single that led off the inning. She made it all the way to third, but then was forced out at home on the ground ball by Williams. First pitch to her is low for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch also low. Tomorrow's schedule, the two winners will meet in the first game at 11 a.m. The two losers from today's game will meet in the second game at 1:30. As the 2-0 pitch is low or high and in, and it's 3-0. And then the 4 o'clock game tomorrow will have the loser of the first game and the winner of the second game. 2 elimination games tomorrow will leave us 2 teams on Saturday, as that pitch is a strike, which makes it 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is high and tight for ball 4. So Hannah Reppert will now step to the plate. She was hit by a Kowalski pitch in the second inning. And the first pitch to Reppert led her high for strike 1. We told you about Harrell being named to the all-tournament team at the NCAA Championships. Traska, who is on at first, and Reppert also named to that team. Pirates had 3 representatives on the team as they advanced to the national semifinals. 0-1 pitch hit foul down the left side, and it's 0-2. Young Harris, the only team that has played more than one other team in this sub-regional. In addition to playing the Pirates during regular season Peach Belt play, Young Harris also played a doubleheader at Carson Newman earlier this season. 0-2 pitch popped up, but that's going to get out of play. Kowalski now at 62 pitches as Armstrong State bats here in the third. Carson Newman won both games against Young Harris earlier this year, but they were 1-run games, 4-3 and 3-2. The 0-2 pitch hit into left, but foul. And that may have been the hardest hit ball we've seen so far today, but it was hit foul. The 0-2 delivery again from Kowalski. A little inside-out swing and fouled off over by the Young Harris dugout. That doubleheader at Carson Newman was on March 16th. And those 2 close 1-run losses seemed to spark something in the Mountain Lions, because they went on to a 16-game winning streak after that doubleheader, which included sweeps, as that's hit foul again. Sweeps of Shorter, UNC Pembroke, Francis Marion, Georgia College, Augusta, Lander, USC Aiken, and West Georgia. Oh, 0-2 pitch again hit foul. Oh, 0-2 pitch again fouled off. Katie Collins is at second base. Jane Traska at first. And again, the 0-2 pitch fouled off. And Reppert with 2 strikes, being very aggressive here. Fouling off a bevy of Kowalski pitches. And that one hits her. In softball, if the ball hits the ground and still hits the batter, it is still a hit by pitch. And so for the second time, Reppert is hit by the pitch of Kowalski, and the bases are loaded for Macy Coleman, who had an extended at-bat against Kowalski in the second inning, where she saw at least 12 pitches, but Kowalski ended up striking her out. First pitch is inside for a ball. The 1-0 delivery, that is a strike. And it's 1-1. One pitch fouled off down the left side from Coleman, and it's 1-2. Bases loaded for a second straight inning for the Pirates, but 2 down and a 1-2 count. Nikki Kowalski against Macy Coleman. And the pitch grounded foul down the third base side. And Kowalski pitch count starting to creep up a little bit. 73 pitches now, 45 for strikes, 28 for balls. The 1-2 pitch popped foul, out of play.
You got some food there, Calvin?
And again, the pitch fouled off. Inning started with Katie Collins being hit by a pitch, but then Kowalski came back and got fly ball outs by Harrell and Parrish, but a walk to Traska. And then Hannah Reppert was hit by a pitch. And the 1-2 pitch grounded to third, and it's a foul ball. It was fielded by Body, but it was fielded in foul territory. She went back to tag the bag. The Mountain Lions thought they were out of the inning, but it was yet another foul ball. And the 1-2 pitch again fouled off. This one was a rise ball that was up around her eyes, and again able to get a piece of it. And the 1-2 pitch grounded into left field. That's a base hit. They'll hold Traska at third, but it is an RBI single for Macy Coleman, and our first run of the game, it's now 1-0.
Second baseman, Connor Weaver.
So Macy Coleman breaks the scoring deadlock, and now Connor Weaver will bat. She drew a walk from Kowalski in the second, and she foul tips the first pitch from Kowalski into the glove of Torres for strike one. 0-1 pitch, that's outside for a ball. Traska at third, Hannah Ruppert at second, Macy Coleman at first. The 1-1 pitch hit into very shallow left field, and coming on and making the catch is the left fielder Biz Walters, and that retires the side. Armstrong State strikes first in this NCAA regional contest. We head to the fourth, 1-0 Pirates. We move to the top of the fourth inning, 1-0, Armstrong State with the lead. And up for the Mountain Lions will be the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the order: Jill Torres, Hannah Harrison, and Murphy Davis. Torres reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. We were talking about the freshmen in the Peach Belt Conference, and Torres, one of those. Again, 5'10", out of Woodstock, Georgia. Looks at a first pitch for a strike, hitting .349 coming into this weekend's play. And the 0-1 pitch, strike again, and it's 0-2. Torres was 1 for 5 with a double in the regular season doubleheader against Armstrong State. The 0-2 pitch, that bounces off the plate for a ball, and it's 1-2. Can pass along that Armstrong State women's tennis did win at the NCAA quarterfinals. As there's a grounder to third, Collins has to wait on it, throws on to first, and there's one away. The Pirates defeated Midwestern State 5-2, and they will play either BYU, Hawaii, or Berry in the national semifinals tomorrow. One down, Young Harris.
Right fielder, Hannah Harrison.
I'm good. How you been?
With Hannah Harrison at the plate now. The right fielder drew a walk from Traska in the first inning. First pitch right over the plate for a strike. A 1 pitch popped to third, but foul. Katie Collins giving chase, tried to make the play on it, but couldn't, so it falls foul for strike two. And the 0-2 pitched in the dirt, taken for a ball. One-two pitch it deep into center field. Tasia Williams, though, had it played perfectly. She takes a couple of steps to her left, makes the grab for out number two. And that'll bring up Murphy Davis, the shortstop.
Shortstop, Murphy Davis.
Davis hit a ground ball to third in the first inning. Katie Collins stepped on third for the force out to end the inning. First pitch from Traska, curveball strike, and it's 0-1. Young Harris 42-12 on the season. They won their first 14 games of the year as that is fouled off. So in their season, they had a 14-game winning streak and a 16-game winning streak. They were 17-7 in the Peach Bowl Conference. They were fourth in the league standings as that pitches in the dirt for a ball. North Georgia won the Peach Belt regular season title by 1 game over Armstrong State. Flagler was third and Young Harris fourth. As the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike three. And that will be 3 up, 3 down for the Mountain Lions in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Pirates lead. Tasia Williams will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning for Armstrong State. Williams, Natalie Corbin, Katie Collins to face Nikki Kowalski in the fourth. Williams bunts to third. Throw to first is in time, and Williams thought she had beat out the bunt, but a nice play by the third baseman Body to throw her out for the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, Natalie Corbin.
So I'll bring up Natalie Corbin, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to her down low for a ball. Corbin out of Richmond Hill, Armstrong State. Every player but one on the roster hails from the state of Georgia. Only Traska, the pitcher, from out of state. She hails from Illinois, as that pitch is inside for a ball. Two balls, no strikes. Grounded to third, actually caught on a line, so a good job by Body. Didn't have to throw to first. Umpire, home plate umpire Greg Crafts with the call quickly on the line out, so 2 down now for Katie Collins.
Third baseman, Katie Collins.
Collins reached on a fielder's choice in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third. First pitch to her is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Collins scored the only run of the game so far for the Pirates in that third inning. She came home on Macy Coleman's RBI single. 0-1 pitch, grounded to short. Throw to first, though, in time. And 3 up, 3 down to go the Pirates for the first time this afternoon. We head to the top of the fifth, 1-0 Armstrong State. We move to the top of the fifth inning here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Armstrong State and Young Harris in a good one here, 1-0. The Pirates lead. For Young Harris, Grace Body, the third baseman, will lead things off. Traska's first pitch bounces in for a ball. Body grounded out to second her first time up. Made a nice play defensively in the bottom of the fourth on a shot off the bat of Natalie Corbin, catching it on a line for the out. 1-0 pitch, high, outside. It's 2-0. Again, coming up later today, game 2 of our first day of action in the NCAA Southeast Regional, as there's a foul ball from Body, and it's 2-1. Carson Newman, the second seed, and Pfeiffer, the 7 seed. And the 2-1 pitch is in the dirt. That is not a siren. That was a member of the Young Harris team in the dugout. Pretty good impression. That fooled me for a minute. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Traska fouled off, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch from Traska to body, grounded foul down the third base side. Three-two pitch, grounded to third. Collins up with it, throws on to first. And that's the first out of the 5th. That brings up the designated player, Kelsey Nix. Strikeout victim of Traska in the 2nd inning. Nix looks at a strike. 5'9" sophomore out of Blairsville, Georgia. Young Harris has a handful of out-of-state players, but primarily Georgia players on the roster. One from Kowalski hails from Florida, one from North Carolina, as that is hit deep to left field, but Natalie Corbin will drift back, make the catch for out number 2. And with 2 down, it brings up the second baseman, Webb. One player from North Carolina, one player from Tennessee, and the rest from Georgia for the Mountain Lions. Webb Stetson grounded back to the pitcher Traska in the 2nd inning. Looks at a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. One pitch, that's low for a ball. One pitch down and away to the lefty hitting Webb. And time called as Hannah Reppert now wants to chat with Traska and pulls the rest of the infield in. So 2 balls, 1 strike as we're back underway. Traska with the pitch low, and it's 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch, big swing and a miss as Traska came up in the zone with that pitch, and it's 3-2. Three-two pitch, called strike 3, and Traska strikes out. Webb to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0. Armstrong State leads. Bottom of the fifth inning here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Logan Harrell leads things off for the Pirates. She'll be followed by Autumn Parrish and Jane Traska as the Pirates lead at 1-0. And Harrell steps in 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a fly out to left in her 2 at-bats today. Hits this one into center field, but again gets up in that wind and just dies out in center field. Perucci makes the play for out number 1. Now I'll bring up Autumn Parrish. She has grounded out to third and popped out to short. She hits this one into left field, and that's going to be caught by Walters. So 2 quick fly ball outs for Kowalski here in the 5th, and it brings up Jane Traska. Traska's been on base twice, singled in the first, singled in the second, walked in the third. First pitch to her is high for a ball. That was pitch number 90 for Kowalski. Through 4 2/3 innings, 58 for strikes, 32 for balls. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch also a strike, so Kowalski gets ahead of Traska, 1-2. Grounder foul over towards the third base dugout. A few clouds in the sky today. No chance of rain today or tomorrow. Our best chance, and we use that term loosely because we don't think it's a good chance. Best chance of rain on Saturday, which would be the regional final. Shot into left field. Over in foul territory. Making the catch is Walters, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. In the 5th, we head to the 6th, 1-0 Armstrong State. We move to the top of the 6th inning here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Hitters 9-1-2 in the order. Chandler Stooksbury will lead things off for the Mountain Lions. Stooksbury grounded out to second to lead off the 3rd inning. Facing Jane Traska, has thrown 69 pitches through 5 innings, 43 for strikes, 26 for balls. Traska's first pitch swung on and missed for strike one. A 1 pitch. Rise ball taken high for ball one. Armstrong State, as we mentioned, 4th time they've hosted an NCAA sub-regional since the regional format has changed. It used to be 8 teams at one site for regional, as that is fouled off. But since Division II adopted the Division I format, Pirates have hosted in 2012, 2013, and 2016, as well as this season. Once the Pirates hosted the Super Regional, that was in 2013. That was when Armstrong State made its first appearance at the D2 Championships. Pitch low and away for a ball. It's 2-2 to Stooksbury. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Traska low for ball 3. And time called. Traska wanted a new pitch. Stooksbury called time, so we'll reset things. The 3-2 delivery. Grounded to short. Coleman up with it. Throws on to first, and there's one away. So now we go back to the top of the Young Harris order. Jeannie Perucci will lead things, or will bat with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Perucci has walked and grounded out to 3rd in her 2 plate appearances. Grounds this one to 3rd. It goes to short. Coleman got a hold of it, but Perucci, with the speed, beats out the throw of Coleman from her knees. That's an infield hit, and the first hit of the game for Young Harris. And it gives the Mountain Lions a runner on first with 1 out for Walters.
Left fielder Biz Walters.
First base runner for Young Harris since the 1st inning. Traska had set down 14 in a row as Walters looks at a strike. Walters reached on a fielder's choice and grounds this one to 3rd. They go to 2nd for 1. They'll get the lead runner as Weaver has to make sure she catches that ball before trying to make a relay throw. So 2 down in the inning. Perucci is out 5-4 at 2nd, and with 2 down, it brings up the catcher Torres. Torres reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st, grounded out to 3rd in the 4th inning. First pitch is a strike to Torres, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch, strike again, and it's 0-2. Torres takes a moment, gets back into the batter's box. 0-2 count. And Traska having trouble with the signs from the dugout. The Pirates wear that wristband that has the number codes. As there's a shot into right center field, that's going to be a base hit. Runner's going to come home, and we are tied on the RBI double by Torres. It's 1-1. th double of the year for Torres. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for the Mountain Lions as Hannah Harrison comes to the plate. And I believe we're going to get a runner at second base for Torres, as again she now represents the go-ahead run. Number 25, Tony Perucci, is going to run at second base. So Perucci at second, as Harrison will now bat. Harrison drew a walk from Traska in the first and flew out to center field in the fourth. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 delivery high for a ball. It's 2-0. One run on 2 hits for both Young Harris and Armstrong State here in the 6th. The 2-0 pitch, that is called a ball, and it's 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch is downstairs for ball 4. And that brings up the shortstop, Murphy Davis. So Traska was cruising, got the first batter out in this inning. 14 in a row she set down, but the infield single by Perucci, and then the RBI double by Torres, followed by a walk. And now Davis bats. First pitch to her is low for a ball. Davis 0 for 2. Hit no fielder's choice to end the first and struck out in her 2 at-bats. One 0 pitch, grounded foul. Down the third base side, it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch from Traska. Grounded back to Traska. She'll throw on to first, and that will end the inning. But Young Harris ties it up on the RBI double by Jill Torres. We head to the bottom of the 6th, tied 1-1. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. 1-1 our score. Pirates with a single run in the third, but Young Harris with a single run in the sixth.
Well, I just don't know if there's any.
And Nikki Kowalski will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the order for the Pirates. After a lot of pitches thrown through the first 4 innings, Kowalski has settled down. She has retired 7 in a row. As Hannah Reppert comes to the plate, Reppert has been hit by pitches twice against Kowalski. Kowalski's first pitch hit foul down the left side for strike 1. Kowalski's thrown 5 innings, given up 2 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 1. She has hit 3. Eight fly ball outs, 6 ground ball outs, as that is hit foul again. And it's 0-2 on Reppert, the senior from Loganville, the only player in Armstrong State history with double-digit home runs all 4 years of her career. 0-2 pitch fouled off. She has 11 this season, tied for the team lead, ranking among the top 10 in the Peach Belt Conference. Again, the 0-2 pitch, deep but foul. Again, the 0-2 pitch, again fouled off. And Kowalski is about to deliver pitch number 100 in the afternoon. And the 0-2 pitch golfed into left field. Backing up, though, and making the catch for the Mountain Lions is Walters for out number 1. So now we'll bring up Macy Coleman, who delivered the Pirates run with a bases loaded 2-out RBI single in the third. First pitch is inside for ball 1.
Mustard or he was. Mustard and mayonnaise. You like barbecue? No. Yeah. You want a drink?
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch fouled over towards the Pirates dugout. And it's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch inside, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch hit foul down the left side. Two balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore shortstop for the Pirates. And that is grounded foul again. And that is hit foul down the left side. That ball was above the head of Coleman. But again, she fouls it off. And the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike three. And there's two down for Connor Weaver. Second strikeout for Kowalski, and both times it's been Coleman. As Weaver steps in, 0 for 1. Walked in the second inning, flew out to left in the third. And the first pitch to Weaver is low and outside for a ball. One-0 pitch grounded to short. Throw over to first in time for Davis, and Kowalski is now set down 10 in a row as we head to the seventh here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. 1-1 our score. We are headed to the seventh, all tied up at 1 apiece. And for Young Harris, here in the seventh, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the order as Grace Body leads things off. Body is grounded out to second and to third. And Traska's first pitch to Body is low for a ball. One-0 pitch, that is a strike. And it's now 1-1. And the 1-1 delivery from Traska low for ball two. 2-1 delivery is low, and Traska, it's been the opposite of Kowalski. Traska cruised through 2 through 5 before running into trouble in the 6th, as that's a strike. Kowalski struggled through the first 3, but has kicked in her cruise control, and she has cruised through the last 3 innings. 3 balls, 2 strikes, now the count on Body. And the pitch, low ball 4, and the leadoff runner is on for Young Harris in the 7th. And that will bring up the designated player, Kelsey Nix. And it looks like we may have another pinch runner. Number 7, Rachel Benson is going to run for Body.
The pitch and please, running at first base, number 7, Rachel Benson.
So Benson on at first for Body.
Designated player, Kelsey Nix.
And Nix will bat 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch to her, low and outside for a ball. And Logan Harrell wants to chat with Traska, and as does assistant coach Megan Connor for the Pirates. Meeting the circle is complete. And Traska will work on the designated player Nix, as that pitch is upstairs for ball 2, and it's a 2-0 count on the Mountain Lions DP. Two-0 pitch. And it's 3-0. And ball 4 will put Nix on. And Young Harris has 2 on with nobody out here in the 7th. And we're going to get a runner at first base for Nix, as number 15, Maggie Graham, is going to come in.
Running at first base for Nix, number 15, Maggie Graham. Second baseman, Georgia Webb.
So with runners on first and second, nobody out, Georgia Webb will bat. Obvious bunting situation here, as both Collins and Reppert in on the corners. And Traska's first pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. And Webb was not bunting, or didn't show bunt. Webb grounded back to the pitcher and also struck out. Next pitch is a ball, and it's 1-1. That was pitch number 100 for Traska. 57 for strikes, 43 for balls. One pitch, bunted foul. first time that we've seen Webb offer in this at-bat, and it was a late bunt attempt, but it's now 1-2. With 2 strikes, Collins will retreat back towards the bag at third. And the 1-2 pitch pop foul, and that will be out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, grounded up the middle, that's a base hit. They'll hold the runner at third, but the bases are now loaded with nobody out in the 7th. And head coach Kim Dean out to the circle, and Tori Bates will be the new pitcher for the Pirates here in the 7th. We'll tell you about her when we come back. You're listening to and watching the NCAA Southeast Softball Regional. The new pitcher for the Pirates is senior right-hander Tori Bates, 5'7" out of Douglas, Georgia. Bates 3-1 record, a 2.07 earned run average. And she faces Chandler Stooksbury, who looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Bates has thrown 27 innings this season, given up 19 hits. She has walked 7, struck out 15. She missed a lot of this season with an injury, came back about 2 weeks left in the season as that pitch is in the dirt for a ball. And she comes in a very tough spot as the bases are loaded here with nobody out in the top of the 7th inning of a 1-1 ball game. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Strike called, and it's now 1-2 on Stooksbury. The 1-2 pitch, grounded to third. That is a foul ball. Collins looked to tag the runner at third. The ball came out of her glove, but she was clearly in foul territory when she fielded it. And the 1-2 pitch hit in the air, and that's going to be at least 1 run, and it is. It's a single to left for Stooksbury, and Young Harris leads 2-1. So now we go to the top of the lineup for the Mountain Lions with Jeannie Perucci, who singled her last time up. She is 1 for 2. First pitch to her, high for a ball. (2-1) Young Harris leads, runs in the 6th and 7th innings to take the lead here. And again, still set up for a lot more as the bases are loaded, nobody out. Grounder to the pitcher, Bates. They'll go home and get the sure out at the plate. Nice job by Tori Bates fielding her position. That's the first out of the inning. And that brings up Walters. First pitch from Bates is a strike. Walters has been on base twice via fielder's choices. She's also lined out to left. She is 0 for 3 officially. 0-1 pitch, down low. And it's 1-1. One pitch grounded to first. Reppert will throw home to get the force. It would have been a tough play for Reppert to try and get the batter out and then try and get the runner at the plate, because it would have been not been a force had she tagged the batter first. So Reppert did the smart thing there and just came home with the ball. And then with 2 down now, it brings up Torres, who drove in Young Harris's first run with a double in the 6th. First pitch from Bates is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, a little bit low for a ball, and it's 1-1. And then the 1-1 pitch is down and away for ball 2. 2 runs, 4 hits for Young Harris. 1 run, 2 hits for Armstrong State. And the 2-1 pitch is low for ball 3. And this should be a pretty good pitch for Torres to hit here with the bases full. 3-1 pitch, that is a strike. Torres taking all the way, and it's 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch hit in the air to center field. Tasia Williams will make the grab, and that retires the side. But Young Harris moves in front as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 2-1, Mountain Lions lead. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong State Softball Field. Bottom of the 7th, pretty simple. Number 3 seeded Armstrong State needs a run to continue this contest against number 6 seeded Young Harris, as Tasia Williams will lead things off for the Pirates. She'll be followed by Natalie Corbin and Katie Collins. Williams is 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning, and then grounded out on a bunt attempt in the 4th. First pitch from Nikki Kowalski is a ball. Kowalski has set down 10 in a row coming into the 7th. She has thrown 110 pitches, 75 for strikes, 35 for balls. The 1-0 pitch popped up behind the plate, and the catcher will make the grab, Torres, for out number 1. That'll bring up Natalie Corbin. Corbin 0 for 2 with a walk. That came way back in the 1st inning. First pitch to her is a strike. Well, one pitch fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2. And the 0-2 delivery from Kowalski is lined right to the second baseman, Georgia Webb. And the Pirates are down to their final out in Katie Collins. Collins 0 for 2. Hits this one into center field. That's going to be a base hit. And Collins is going to make it to second. And so the tying run is in scoring position on the double by Collins. And that brings up Logan Harrell, who is 0 for 3. That's just the 3rd hit given up by Kowalski in this game. And again, it ended a streak of 12 straight set down by Kowalski. And we're going to get a runner at second base as Emily Swafford is going to run for Collins.
Attention please for Armstrong. Running for Collins, number 21, Emily Swafford.
So Swafford represents the tying run at second. And Kowalski's first pitch to Harrell is grounded to second. Throw to first in time, and Young Harris wins it 2-1 in the first round of the NCAA Southeast Regional here from Savannah. Fans, game number 2 between Carson Newman and Pfeiffer will take place or begin at approximately 2:40. So be sure to join us then for game 2 of today's action in the Southeast Regional.